Good morning. I haven't done my hair yet, guys. I just literally got into the office, but this week I am going to be on evening news, and so the schedule for that is a little bit different, which means I come in later, and this, depending on breaking news, this newscast likes to focus on more package form or as lives, and if it's breaking news, you'll go live. But I'm gonna show you guys, once I get my story assignment, I am going to show you guys what goes into creating more of a package. So I'm gonna log in and get my story assignment and check back in. Okay, so the state of New Jersey is issuing several manufacturers to possibly spend millions of dollars in cleanup contamination from substances that they produced, which is in like non-stick cookware or even like stain-proof clothing. Oh my gosh, my hair is a mess. Okay. Sorry guys, this is my natural hair, so it's big and wavy. But anyway, so I'm gonna do some research on that and reach out, hopefully get a statement. And if I have time, I'd love to do an interview. I always love doing in-person interviews with people. That's always my go-to. You don't always have the time for that because our deadlines are constantly moving in this industry. So we'll see how far I get. So guys, I've got a lot of questions from several people asking me how I get in contact with these companies. And to be honest, if it's a large corporation or organization, they typically have a media department that you literally could just go on the web, Google the company, search media department of whatever company you're looking to get a statement from, and you go through their PR department. Media department. Some companies have you go through their public relations department. It just depends. But I always check the organizations or the companies for both. Then I reach out to them and I let them know whatever my deadline is. Hi, can you give me a statement regarding XYZ? My deadline is 1 hour, or my deadline is 2 hours. Honestly, it is very easy with the internet these days. You can just literally Google what you're looking for and it'll come up. But not all the time will you hear responses from these companies or organizations. So if I ever have a workday, or if I ever have any free time and I really want to get an interview from somebody, I'll just go down to their office, or I'll just go to the media department or wherever. Hello, my name is Trinity Chavez. I'm from so-and-so. I just wanted to stop by, introduce myself. I'm working on a couple stories. I would love to schedule an interview with a representative from your corporation. You know, sometimes that sticks out to them and makes more of an impact than just sending an email. It's so easy to decline people via email or telephone as opposed to in person. And to be honest, I think that just shows how hungry you are. That shows how important your job is to you as a reporter, and that matters to people. If they know that you really want to get an interview with their corporation or with someone from their organization, that sticks out to them, and you may make a contact, and then you could use them for future stories. You know what, back to my earlier point about, just taking the extra effort and going to these offices, organizations, companies, introducing yourself, telling them the story that you're working on, just to get that face time, that can set you apart from other reporters, other media outlets, because it shows, again, that you're really hungry. You took the time out of your day, out of your personal time, just to go and try to make that connection. So that stands out to people. So you might get that exclusive that nobody else got, and then you've made a really good connection that you would probably use for future stories. So that's, just always keep that in mind. Okay, you guys, quick status update. It's been probably about 3 hours. 3 hours have gone by since I've last touched base. What I've been doing during these 3 hours, I literally have been reaching out to everybody I could think of. I've interviewed the EPA. I've interviewed the DEP. I've reached out to all the companies that are involved in this whole multi-million-dollar cleanup process and requesting statements and interviews. I've only heard back from one, which is 3M. I've gotten my script done. I've requested graphics because I'm gonna need graphics for the full screen quotes from the statements that I was issued from these companies and agencies. I've also found B-roll and shot some B-roll with my camera guy of water, and we had done a story in New Jersey already regarding the water, so we had a ton of B-roll from that, so I went through and I selected it. But this is a lot of you have been asking what my deadline is. It varies from day to day. On a day like this, I typically have about 4 hours to turn a package of this magnitude. Again, I mean, I am so tired because the amount of research and reaching out and stuff I've been doing, because I don't have a producer that does it for me. A lot of people do, but I've been doing all the legwork myself. I want to say I've reached out to probably between 20 and 30 people, and I've heard back from 6. I mean, sometimes you're going to get declined from people. Oh, my hair. I swear my hair is always a mess. But anyways, sometimes you're going to get just a straight out decline from people passing on the interview, or they don't have time. I get that a lot because I'm working on such a tight deadline. A lot of people like to have notice so they could prepare, which is understandable. But again, I don't get my stories until the day of, depending on the news, depending on what's breaking. So then I'm literally like, hi, can you do an interview within the next hour or two? And they're like, no, no, it's too short notice or whatever. But you can't let that deter you. You have to just keep on keeping on. You just have to keep on reaching out, doing your research, seeing if there's somebody else who can speak on the matter. You want to always try to get both sides, somebody who opposes the story, somebody who's supportive of the story. Always want to be objective in your reporting. I can't stress that enough. Again, I was able to get statements from the EPA, the DEP, which is the Department of Environmental Protection. I was able to get interview with river expert. Like I said, the river watchers, river keepers, they maintain the rivers in New Jersey, make sure they're safe for the community, and they're advocates for the river, right? So I was able to do an interview with him, and yeah, now I'm just putting it all together, and we have to go about 45 minutes away to go shoot the stand-ups, which is the parts where I'm on camera in the beginning and the end, so we could get the backdrop of New Jersey, where the area where the contaminated water is, so it could really, make my story. So we're gonna head out here pretty soon, and yep, it's gonna be fun. Hey guys, so we are doing the story on the 5 different companies in New Jersey that have been ordered to fund a cleanup effort because they contaminated the water with the chemicals that they used. So we wanted to shoot our stand-ups with the backdrop of New Jersey, which is that right here. So this is our office for today. My photog is setting up a diffuser, which is meant to diffuse light because the sun is very powerful right now. Excuse my hair. But anyway, we like that. Yeah. Oh, that feels so good. My eyes aren't gonna squint. Perfect.
You have to hold it, so you're gonna have to be in your spot and not move.
All right, sounds good. Anyway, so we're gonna shoot the stand-ups. Those are the parts where I'm on camera for in the beginning of the story and the end of the story, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. All right, guys, that's a wrap for the stand-ups. We're headed back to the office now. We gotta edit this. I'm trying to get a taxi. Sorry, my hand was in the way. I'm trying to get a taxi, but it's like rush hour right now. Can't really get one, but anyway, that's a wrap. We're on our way back to the office. Trying to get a taxi right now. Oh, there's one right there. Oh my gosh, that was intense. Alright, finally got a taxi. On our way back to the office. It was very challenging trying to shoot our stand-ups because the sun is super bright. I'm all for spring coming, but it does make those shots a little bit more difficult. I'll show you guys what they look like when we start editing this. Back in the studio, editing the package. Say hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
We're gonna show you what it looks like after the whole editing process is done, after he works his magic, huh, Mike? Magic Mike. Okay, you guys, so we just finished editing. Well, Michael finished editing, and we're gonna screen it right now and take a look at it together to make sure everything is good to air. So let's take a look.
New Jersey is ordering 5 companies to fund a massive cleanup of chemicals that were used at manufacturing sites that contaminated drinking water. Now the cleanup can cost those companies hundreds of millions of dollars. New Jersey is ordering the companies that manufacture chemicals used to stain-proof clothing.
That's what you shot, right? Oh, that one's cool.
To clean up contamination from the substances. According to officials, the chemicals have been found in drinking water, groundwater, and soil in communities in New Jersey.
Other materials that were invented by chemists that were supposed to make our lives better have proven time and time again to pollute the waterways, pollute the air, pollute the land where they're manufacturing this stuff.
The state found the companies 3M, DuPont, Dow DuPont, Chemours, and Solvay accountable for the pollution under the Spill Act and other environmental laws. The Department of Environmental Protection also demanded the companies provide a detailed account of their use and discharge of so-called PFAS substances over the years.
Okay, pause it.
New Jersey Commission.
Okay, that's just a sneak peek. You gotta wait to watch the rest. So we just put the package to bed. It always feels good when you finish your story on a good note. So here's a look at the final product. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think.
New Jersey is ordering 5 companies to fund a massive cleanup of chemicals that were used at manufacturing sites that contaminated drinking water. Now the cleanup can cost those companies hundreds of millions of dollars. New Jersey is ordering the companies that manufacture chemicals used to stain-proof clothing and produce non-stick cookware to clean up contamination from the substances. According to officials, the chemicals have been found in drinking water, groundwater, and soil in communities in New Jersey.
Other materials that were invented by chemists that were supposed to make our lives better have proven time and time again to pollute the waterways, pollute the air, pollute the land where they're manufacturing this stuff.
The state found the companies 3M, DuPont, Dow DuPont, Chemours, and Solvay accountable for the pollution under the Spill Act and other environmental laws. The Department of Environmental Protection also demanded the companies provide a detailed account of their use and discharge of so-called PFAS substances over the years. New Jersey Commissioner Catherine McCabe said in a statement, "Now is the time for action at the state level. The current EPA plan leaves millions of Americans exposed to harmful chemicals for too long by choosing a drawn-out process that will delay establishing a federal maximum contaminant level for PFAS. The substances, which are also known as forever chemicals because they don't break down, can be especially harmful to humans. The state said they can harm fetuses and newborns and have also been associated with numerous cancers and decreased response to vaccines." Meanwhile, 3M, one of the companies involved in the cleanup, told RT, "3M is committed to responsible environmental stewardship, and we take seriously our responsibility to our customers, our employees, and the communities where we live and operate. We continuously engaged in substantive conversations with public stakeholders to share information we find as we seek to learn more about PFAS chemistry. We are reviewing the Department of Environmental Protection's directive and look forward to working with the state of New Jersey." And while many are pleased with the efforts by the state, some believe more can be done.
I'm very pleased that the state of New Jersey is taking a stand against the chemical industry on this and going to force them to clean up the mess that they made. Unfortunately, that doesn't go far enough. It just doesn't go far enough as far as I'm concerned. We're not going to have our rivers back until we do something about the combined sewers, until we do something about the legacy contamination. It's been denying people, good access to their waterways for too many years.
While the companies have 21 days to disclose the details of the use of the chemicals, New Jersey state officials will determine the future estimated cleanup costs with the companies within the next month.
Again, like always, thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube page. I would really appreciate it. Like always, please leave your feedback, comments below, any questions you may have. I love hearing from you guys, answering questions, helping you in a small way. Yeah, that's always a positive too. So I'll see you soon.